Shankar. Who hasn't heard of Shankar? To the common man, Shankar is a synonym of laughter, made possible through his vast number of cartoons and the journals that carried them for ages. For the cartoonists, he was the pioneer of Indian cartooning, who gave a break in their careers as cartoonists in his Shankar's Weekly. To the lovers of art of any age whatsoever, and to the thousands and thousands of children the world over, Shankar's name is familiar through the international competitions for drawing and writing, held annually for children so systematically to the writers and publishers, Shankar is known as the provider of the best printing facility with his Indraprastha Press near ITO, Delhi. In short, Shankar is known to many more as an institution providing livelihood for hundreds of workers even today, and as a true pioneer of cartooning that had paved a way and a lifeline for many an upcoming cartoonist, but not as an individual who is merely a lover of children or just another cartoonist who published Shankar's Weekly some time ago.
Rasipuram Krishnaswamy Lakshman, the world-renowned eminent cartoonist of India, the creator of common man character in the endless array of political cartoons appearing day after day on the front page of India's national daily in English, The Times of India, where Mr. Lakshman has been working for over the past 50 years now with his common man. With passing of time, which saw India's economic development, modernization and globalization, does his common man also change?
He won't change, he is not changed. Does the moon change? Does the sunset changes? They remain the same. Common man is like that eternal symbol. And the Indian politicians have lost their personality completely. There is no fun anymore in their caricature. I've been caricaturing them for ages. But today I find not what Lalu Prasad is the only one almost. And perhaps Jayalalitha will never be relegated to the background. Who is that people who he slept? Devegowda. Even if he doesn't do anything, he presented himself for the brief period he was the Prime Minister.
Next to the common man, interestingly, it is a common crow that stole the heart of Mr. Lakshman. Crow has obsessed him so much that he is continually inspired to draw countless number of crows in almost all conceivable postures whenever he finds some leisure time. Crow, which he studied in detail.
Crow is the only, I've said this before, I've written about it also. Crow is the only bird which I can watch. Not a parrot or a peacock. Nobody looks at it, they know it is there. Other birds are dull and stupid.
Kerala, the unique South Indian state. Rich in tradition, arts and culture, and astonishing creativity, is also proud of its priceless icon now, in this legendary cartoonist of its origin, Abu Abraham. Abu Abraham, the world-renowned eminent cartoonist of India. The first Indian cartoonist who has successfully shattered the Western obsession that Indians have no sense of humor. Abu Abraham did it with a series of social punches and political cartoons that kept on coming day after day, week after week, and year after year. For several years now, Abu has been enthralling the Indian elite with his deft hand at wit and humor, full of sensible satire, dexterously playing the dual role of a cartoonist and of a journalist effortlessly. He is the senior-most Indian cartoonist from the days of the Raj, the independence movement, and the Nehru era. The one and only Indian cartoonist who has closely witnessed the Vietnam War and the Bangladesh massacre. His free-flowing lines smoothly shaped into lively characters with private view, carrying the vision of a cartoonist who became a parliamentarian.
Give me your scientists, your doctors, your teachers, but keep your other exports to yourselves.
is a kaleidoscopic story of this legendary artist and the eminent cartoonist, known for his versatile talent and exclusive style. Sundaresha Iyer Gopalan, fondly familiar to the world of art lovers and humor addicts as cartoonist Gopulu, is a living legend of our times in cartooning and graphic arts. Gopulu commands a colorful track record which is marvelous and matchless. Gopulu became popular with his drawings, which are touchingly sensitive, delightfully natural, sounding so traditional and subtly humorous, refreshingly domestic yet resoundingly comical, looking wisely cunning, witty and smart.
I was born in 1924, and the influence of 1930s and 40s was very much on me. And the social setup or mostly around me was Brahminical setup. The colorful, rich, happy lot of people, lot of functions, lot of marriages, lot of activities, and everything was, the joint family system was very much there. So we were all happy children, happy lot, and the influence was very much on me. All my drawings, that I wanted to bring out that happiness that was around me in my pictures.
The secret behind Gopulu's drawings is that his pictures breathe life. And amazingly move like real-life characters in the typical South Indian backdrop. The day-to-day street atmosphere in our towns, the culture and climate of middle-class families are so effectively illustrated by Gopulu in all his works out of his own experiences.
As you see in all my pictures, there will be happiness in everything. In all my attitude, the philosophy was to emanate happiness around, because I was influenced by that atmosphere of that middle class family in Tamil Nadu, and I was born in that. So very much it is reflected in all my drawings.
Mario Miranda, the cartoonist par excellence from Goa, the enviable beach resort of the Arabian Sea. Mario is an exceptional artist and a gifted cartoonist with inexhaustible passion for watching people of all ages, all kinds, classes and colors in pretty large numbers. He loves to draw them in their varied attires, moods and manifestations on different occasions and on a variety of locations. One would often wonder as to what exactly fascinates Mario in all these people. Is it their expressions, behavior, or their culture in general?
I love the people to that extent. On the contrary, I like to watch people, but from from a safe distance. I wouldn't like to be part of the crowd, but I like to observe them from far, whether it's the airport or a railway station or a street scene. I enjoy watching people.
Undoubtedly, no one else could portray the Goan mood and environment so effectively as Mario could in most of the sketches he drew on Goa, his native soil. Mario is a cartoonist of exclusive style, entertaining humor and enchanting colors. Mario loves to do a lot of illustrations and life sketching, and this unending interest in Mario has taken him to a lot of beautiful places in India and around the world.
Well, sketching, illustrations and cartooning, frankly I would prefer sketching. That means which I would permit me to draw whatever I like at whatever time I wanted it. I could choose the subject, and which has enabled me to travel quite a bit and see different places and different situations.
Thanks to Mario for his daily pocket cartoon feature in Economic Times on Office Atmosphere, with his sizzling cartoon character, Ms. Fonseca, for generating a tickling start in the offices and business houses all over the country every morning.
And I began to enjoy this idea of doing cartoons. So finally I gave up the idea of IAS and joined the Times of India group, and I became a cartoonist. I didn't have plans to become a cartoonist, it just happened. But I'm glad it happened. I think I'm a better cartoonist than I would have been a bureaucrat in the IAS or something like that.
These are the tools that help an artist to create colorful wonders on his drawing paper. But when he leaves them for a short break, the way they swear at each other is rather a funny piece to watch. You've got to see it to believe this.
Hey. Now tell me, who is the best one of us, man?
You are asking me? Here is the proof of my colorful paintings. You see?
But you forgot my colorful story illustrations.
Hi, sweethearts. You seem to have forgotten me totally. Why not you gaze at my romantic works also?
What's happening? We shouldn't fall in her traps, folks. Hey, darling, ever seen those funny cartoons I drew? Watch them, honey. Here they are.
Cut. Will you please shut up for a moment? I am the director's pen. I created all those screenplays, storyboards and sketches that produce these feature films on celluloid, you see? So, I must be the greatest.
No, I'm the greatest. 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 I'm the greatest.
Hey, shut up all of you now. I'll take you all out of your minds. That's it.
Who is this little devil here?
He is Budugu. I have created this character, you see. So I am the greatest.
No, it can't be. I am the greatest.
No, I am the greatest.
You please stop that nonsense now. You are just a bunch of tools. You are nothing without that great hand which holds you all.
But which is that great hand, man?
What's so great about it?
Maybe a magic hand, I suppose.
Yeah, it's a magic of my mentor Bapu.
Bapu, a favorite household name on the South Indian Telugu soil. Satyaraju Lakshminarayana, popularly known as Bapu, is an artist at heart. He is an accomplished cartoonist, graphic artist and film director as well, having directed over 40 Indian feature films since 1960. As an artist, Bapu is wonderful. In her graceful glances or shyful modesty, in her moments of agony or emotions of ecstasy, in her moods of melancholy or strains of despair, while reclining in remorse or revealing in respite, or while tenderly dreaming or tersely teasing, Bapu Brahma, Bapu's painting has always been casting such a delightful spell on the hearts of her fans around the globe for over 3 generations now.
If cartooning is a war with faces, a pleasant war with human faces that are laughing and laughed at every day, the one cartoonist who always triumphed effortlessly yet effectively is, whether it is on a computer screen with an electronic stylus or on a piece of paper with a crocodile pen, caricaturing of noted personalities comes as easily as a leisurely doodling to Azit Nainan anytime.
Well, if you look at the human face, unlike any other animal or being on earth, the human face has got the maximum variety of features, because not just racially, not just color-wise, but even through sheer expression. Just by the twitch of a little movement on your face, you can generate expression, which no other animal or being in the world can do it. So that's about how you do the face. But usually I do very little drawing on screen. It's only on paper that I draw. I scan it, bring it to my computer, and then I color it. So the computer, I use it only for coloring, not for drawing. Now this was just a demonstration as to how this pen, the electronic stylus as we call it, the vacuum stylus, can also be used for drawing. Well, I mean, you know, the omelette is the best thing to symbolize what our polity is all about. You have the vegetarian omelette, the non-vegetarian omelette, you know. So basically an omelette is nothing but a coalition. It has got all forms of vegetables. The base, the egg base, is the system, the constitution, the polity. So life is nothing but an omelette.
Every morning, he sets out to tickle the nation with his wit and satire through his daily pocket cartoons, one-cut editorial cartoons on current politics, and satirical freelance column stories. He is cartoonist E. Padmanabhan Unni. He being a cartoonist on the widely read Morning News Daily in India, Unni's cartoons enjoy the breakfast table readership throughout the nation. Familiarity is the key to caricaturing, and it is considered invariably as a part of cartooning itself, feels cartoonist Une.
Caricatures are certainly part of cartooning, very much part of cartooning. Caricatures can also be standalone. Caricature is nothing but the of a particular person, personality, recognizable personality, with a certain amount of distortion or elimination of detail or whatever. I mean, some comic touch is added. I mean, in very general terms, that's what a caricature is.
Indian political scenario is replete with a stream of political faces, unlike in other parts of the world. For instance, Americans have just 5 or 6 faces to handle, whereas the cartoonist in India has to deal with 50 to 60 faces all the time, bemoans Uni sometimes.